Welcome to the Great American Collectibles Show, brought to you each week by the National Sports Collectors Convention. Join us every Wednesday evening at 6:30 Eastern Standard Time and get the latest news from the greatest experts in the sports collectibles world. You can watch us on the Great American Collectibles Facebook page, as well as YouTube, or you can listen to us on Spotify, Pandora, iHeartRadio, or any of your favorite podcast platforms. And now your hosts, award-winning sports collectibles author Tom Zappola and Red Sox Hall of Famer Rico Petrocelli.
Oh my God, this is like amazing. This is amazing.
This is it, man. This is it. The show.
I mean, this guy graced us with his presence.
Did. I loved it when he comes on.
Welcome to the Great American.
I read all this stuff too.
I don't read a damn thing he writes.
That's because you can't read.
Right.
Hi. Welcome to the Great American Collectibles Show. Tom Zappola, my good friend, Red Sox Hall of Famer Rico Petrocelli, and my other good friend who co-hosts every other week, JM.
I figured I'd come in. I had a little break. I want to see you guys.
I think it's great.
Sports writer.
I know.
Yeah.
MC. Yeah. Singer.
Yeah.
Wow. I know him a long time. We go way back.
Government official.
Government official. With all due respect, the singing part,
it's more about the content of the songs, not
because
the
it's
voice.
hippie.
Not the voice.
Okay.
Yeah. I stay within myself.
All right, that's good.
You should try it.
All right, listen, we have a great show today. We're going to be all over the place. It's Christmas. Charlie Parrino's with us. Charlie.
Hey, Charlie.
Merry Christmas. Charlie
Ripper.
baby. We asked Charlie to come in for a reason.
Yeah?
Because number one,
nobody else will come in.
No.
Everybody else is taken. Everybody else, they're at the mall.
He's got some good stuff going with JRI Cards. However,
yes.
Charlie's Italian, John's Italian, Rico's Italian, Tom's Italian. And there was a little difference when we grew up in an Italian environment for Christmas. A little crazy. Some of it was a little nuts.
Yeah.
Well,
but, I mean, some of the food was a little off the chart. But Charlie, when you grew up, did you guys ever have that haddock, that dried stuff? What's it called? Bacala.
Nah, pretty for the main dessert bacala.
No, it was like a dried fish that they had. It was like a stew.
Oh no, not so much when the fish.
Did you have that?
Scott had the soup.
Yeah.
Did you have that?
Had that.
Yeah.
Good old
What,
beans.
the fish?
Yeah.
Of course. We had eight or nine.
Stuff was awful.
My family never really did Christmas. They never really did the 7 fishes thing either. They didn't do that.
Mine either.
See, we started with that.
Yeah.
We went from 7 to 6 to 5 to 4. Then it was just stuffed shrimp. And then after that, those little crackers.
That's it. The goldfish.
Goldfish.
We did. My
I'm
mother.
thinking of the 7 fishes of baseball players. I know there's trout, there's bass.
Right.
That's right.
I never heard that
That's
one.
right.
I think there are bass, trout,
Mackerel.
salmon, catfish.
Oh, yeah, catfish hunter.
Man.
Right.
Good trivia question.
That's a great trivia question.
Paul Goldschmidt. It's close.
But
Goldfish.
my mother used to. My mother, the last time we did it, she cooked the whole fish, and the eyes were popping out. And the scales. You had to eat the scales, or else.
Bones.
They used my family on Christmas Day would do lasagna, and my uncle would do roast beef on the rotisserie. Yeah. So we had a little Italian. The antipasto was legit, though. They had an old-fashioned, traditional antipasto.
It's funny because, you know what? We had actually 2 big meals. Christmas Eve at my house, growing up, my entire extended family was there.
Right.
I'm talking 35, 40 people.
Yeah, of course.
And you know what we had on Christmas Eve every year? Think about what it took to do it. Baked stuffed lobsters.
Oh, wow.
Every Christmas Eve.
Okay.
Baked stuffed lobsters,
You guys are
clams,
rich.
all that stuff. No, and then the next day it would be just the immediate family.
Wow.
My grandmother, my grandfather, and we'd have roast beef or
It was
whatever.
tradition.
Yeah.
It was
Whatever.
tradition.
Yeah.
John, I'm happy you called it the antipasto because they call it the carrot.
Oh, charabupi board.
Yeah.
Oh, charcuterie.
What that change out?
Charcuterie
It's
board.
antipasto.
Charcuterie,
Yeah.
that's
the
what
charcuterie board.
Yeah,
they call
that's
it.
right.
You know what it is? It's an antipasto on a 2x4. That's
Right,
all that is.
exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
All right, listen.
the only guy wearing red here.
I know that.
Top wearing.
All right, listen. John is going to be with us.
It's got red.
Hey, all right.
There we go.
Look at that.
Festive.
Awesome, man. Awesome.
Now you're
Wearing
talking.
red.
I love it.
JM's going to be with with us for this first segment, and then we're going to be all over the place talking. In the second segment, I decided to bring one of the joys of my heart, my grandson, Johnny.
He's a good boy.
Johnny is going to be coming up with us, and the reason being, I asked Johnny, and Charlie, I think you can give him some good advice. He's a new collector.
Yep.
Started collecting about a year ago, like seriously collecting. And we've been working with him. He's a modern, ultra-modern guy, but he's learning that now he's starting to gravitate a little bit towards vintage.
Good for him.
So we're going to talk to he brought some cards. Charlie, maybe you can advise him. Rico, I know you can't advise him.
I'll advise you.
Charges by the hour.
Oh, wait.
Exactly. But we have a big announcement. So in the past, I think you guys are going to find this really cool. In the past, we've done a Gax Blast from the past. That has gone by the wayside. We have retired that. On Deck with Rico is going to stay because people love that, the Rico questions. But we're going to be starting a new segment after the first of the year. And I reached out to somebody that is actually my son-in-law, and he knows not one freaking thing about baseball.
So you have a lot in common.
We do.
That was too easy.
That was good. I should have done that.
Dan works in San Francisco, and he's an AI expert.
Yeah.
I mean, really is. That's what he does.
Yeah.
So I call him AI Danny, the baseball savant. And I asked Dan, I says, I have a concept that I want to run. Can you help me out here? He says, what do you got? I said, I'd like to create, through AI, a tournament. Can you tell us and spit out the 16 greatest baseball teams of all time? He said, absolutely. Next day, I had it. Then I asked him, if I set up brackets, 1 versus 16, can you give us the results of the game? He said, absolutely not a problem.
It's crazy, huh?
It's nuts. Absolutely nuts. So, Christy, if you can put it up, I'm just going to announce the teams that AI chose. Now, listen, people are going to argue with us. They're going to not agree, and that's what we want.
It's part of the fun.
That's what we want. We want you. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm going to read the teams anyway. The first seed. And you can agree or disagree with this, Charlie. The first seed is the 1927 New York Yankees. The number two, and if people have questions, I have some backup here. The number 2 seed is the 1906 Chicago Cubs, which, by the way, they won 116 and 36 that year. I think that wasn't that the Tinker to Evers to Chance team with Christy Mathewson?
Evers to Chance,
right.
Yeah.
Number 3. The Big Red Machine, the 1975 Cincinnati Reds.
To me, that's the best team I ever saw.
Number 4, the 1998 New York Yankees.
Yeah, it's a
with
good
Posada and Derek Jeter,
Bernie Williams,
all those guys.
Right.
Number 5, the 2001 Seattle Mariners. They matched the Cubs' regular season win record with 116, and that team had 116 wins.
A-Rod, Griffey Jr., Jay Buhner.
Right, but they didn't.
Who's the DH? Eduardo Rodriguez.
Yeah, but they didn't win it.
No.
Right? And they had.
They lost.
Who did they have? Was that the team Schilling pitched on also?
No, Randy Johnson.
Randy Johnson. Okay.
Yeah. And
Oh, wait a minute. 2001?
Yeah.
No, Johnson was on Arizona.
He was?
2001.
So who was their big arm?
Who was it?
Do you know that, Charlie?
Was it King? Was it the King there? Was
For
he he's up
2001
for the Hall of Fame
Mariners.
this year. You know, Felix Hernandez, was he on that team?
No.
Or was that too early?
That's too early.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forget.
I don't know who that
I can
was.
look it up on
I'll look it up.
All right, the number 6 seed, the 1939 New York Yankees. That's with Lou Gehrig, that team. That was a good team. They won 160. Listen to this. They won 106 games that year and outscored opponents by 411 runs. And they swept the Reds in the series. So that's the number 6 seed. The number 7 seed, the 1961 New York Yankees. Good team, Maris, Mantle.
Good.
Yeah, really.
Jeez.
Number 8.
It was great.
The number 8, I was kind of iffy about this one, but the 1984 Detroit Tigers with Alan Trammell, Jack Morris, they won the World Series. They won 104 games. But that team, I kind of questioned that team, but they're number 8. Number 9.
And this is the AI spitting this out.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm
so
talking,
it's a statistical analysis.
I'm
basically.
talking literally millions of bits of information.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
he
stop
fed
right here.
in
So
it.
the Mariners of 2001, they had a good staff. Freddie Garcia was 18-6. Aaron Seeley,
Oh, that's right.
15-5.
Aaron
Jamie
came with us,
Jamie Moyer was 20-6.
He was 112.
Paul Abbott was 17-4. They had 4 guys with 15 or more wins.
Yeah.
Anyway,
No,
go ahead,
they're-
Sam.
Number 9, the 1919 Chicago Black Sox. I kind of like that choice.
Yeah, it's
I think
fun.
they should be in there. Number 10, our 2004 Boston Red Sox. That was a good team.
I mean,
Yeah, it was
the
good.
history, man. It was really good. Actually, it was a really good team.
With Ortiz and
Pedro
Manny,
Schilling.
Pedro Schilling.
I
That
mean,
was a great
right?
team.
Keith Folk, that was a good team.
Number 11, Charlie, the 1942 St. Louis Cardinals with Stan Musial,
Yeah.
Eno Slaughter. They won 106 games.
Yeah.
Number 12, Rico loves this team. I thought they were overrated. The 1986 New York Mets. I thought that team
I
was.
love this team. What do you
You know,
mean?
they won a lot of games that
I
year.
know they did.
Yeah,
I
they
know
were.
they
They
did.
were good.
You know, they were a good team.
Think about
Who do they have?
it,
Seaver
guys.
was their big gun?
Yeah.
Seaver.
And
Aaron-
then-
Tom Seaver. No, Tom Seaver was on the Red Sox that year.
in
that's right,
86, that's right.
They had it was Bobby Ojeda, Dwight Gooden.
Yeah, Gooden.
But I mean, their lineup was.
Strawberry.
The lineup
Bobby
was
Ojeda
good.
played for the Red Sox.
He got traded.
Yeah, he got
He
traded.
got traded for Calvin Schiraldi.
Yeah.
That year, that's right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, they had
that.
Yeah. No, the
Didn't
Mets were
Bill
a good
Buckner
team.
play for the Mets that year? Bill Buckner, didn't he help the Mets play
helped
for the
Yeah, he
Mets?
played
Little
for the
bit.
Mets that year.
A little bit. Yeah, a little bit.
Number
Poor guy,
13.
hey.
Number
I know, right?
13.
I
The 1995 Atlanta Braves. That was a good team.
I mean, the pitching staff
It was
alone.
unbelievable.
Right? So,
Number 14, Rico, you played against this team. Number 14, the 1970 Baltimore Orioles that won 108 games.
Yeah.
Jim Palmer. Was that the year they had the 420 game winners?
Mike Cuellar,
Cuellar.
Pat Dobson. Was that
Dave
team?
McNally.
No, I'm not sure, but McNally and Palmer. Palmer was
Paul
he was
Blair,
awesome.
Boog Powell.
Yeah, they were.
Frank
Belanger,
Robinson.
shortstop. Brooks Robinson.
Frank
Brooks,
Robinson.
Frank.
Oh, my
They were
God.
And then Paul Blair, forget it. You couldn't
Right.
get a ball by him. I mean, he was great.
You know, that's
center
like
fielder.
that. Those Orion, you were there, Rico. I
Yeah,
don't tell you.
oh,
Those were
jeez.
like that was like the dynasty that didn't happen.
Crazy.
Those guys were good enough to be like a dynasty, but then they ran into the A's. The Red Sox got good. You know,
Absolutely.
so, yeah.
Number 15, I think this team should have been rated higher. The 1929 Philadelphia Athletics.
Okay.
With Jimmy Fox, Lefty Grove,
Lefty Grove, yeah.
Al Simmons.
Yeah.
That was a hell of a team.
I hit them good.
You owned Grove.
I owned Grove. He couldn't buy. He couldn't throw a
you owned
fastball, but I mean, boy.
And last but not least, the number 16 seed is the 1955 Brooklyn Dodgers
Yeah.
with Jackie Robinson,
Duke Snyder.
Duke Snyder.
Huey
that was a good
Reese,
team.
great
Perillo.
team.
Yeah.
Campanella.
Campy, yeah.
Yeah.
I was there. I was.
Actually,
Oh, right. You're a Brooklyn guy.
So those are the 16 teams. So now, week 1, this is going to run for 15 weeks, and we're going to talk about it. Do you have the other list, hon? So
That's fun. That's a good group.
So week 1, and I want you to think about this in your head. Who wins this game? Who's your prediction?
Yeah.
1927 Yankees versus the 1955 Brooklyn Dodgers. I go
What,
with
the 27 Yankees?
yeah.
Oh,
The Yankees will beat
I
them.
say the
no
Yanks, right?
of course.
Yanks will beat them.
Week 2, the 1906 Chicago Cubs versus the 1929 Philadelphia Athletics. I like the Athletics.
It's a good game.
That's a hell of a
That's
game.
a good game.
Hell of a game.
Yeah.
Week 3, this is where I'm going to get your opinion. The 75 Cincinnati Reds, you played against them, versus the 1970 Baltimore Orioles, you played against them.
Yes. Well, the Orioles was great, but so was the only thing the Big Red Machine 75 didn't have was a real strong pitching staff.
So this is just one game, though.
One game.
So is the AI going to pick which pitcher is pitching in the game?
I get a box score.
Okay.
Who the winning pitcher was, and they give a breakdown of like the
Yeah.
innings 1, 2, and 3. They give a breakdown.
That's
Who got hits?
That's a great game, Rico.
Yeah.
That's a great game.
Right?
Like if it was a series, I'd pick the Orioles because of what you said, the
Yeah,
staff.
yeah.
But one game.
One game,
One
if you're
game.
throwing Don Gullett
Yep.
Gullit was a money pitch. He was
Charlie?
Is that Earl Weaver versus Sparky Anderson?
Yeah, that's
Yes.
Earl Weaver versus
Yeah.
Sparky Anderson.
Yeah.
That's pretty good right
Yeah,
there.
that's a hell of a game.
Well, Earl would have got kicked out of the game.
Watch it now.
Yeah, can Weaver get kicked out in AI?
I don't know. I guess we'll find out.
It's a good
All
point,
right.
Rico.
Week
very
4, the 1998 New York Yankees versus the 1995 Atlanta Braves. That'll be a good game.
I mean, they kind of played in the World Series right in that era.
I got to give
right?
I got to give the edge to the Yankees. That was a hell of a Yankee
They
team.
played in the World Series in '96, so I mean,
Correct. Pretty close.
and the Yankees won. Yeah.
Week 5, the 2001 Seattle Mariners versus the 86 Mets.
With the personnel of both
you,
teams, it's a tough pick.
That's a tough pick. But
Yeah.
I'll tell you, the Mets were scrappy.
good.
They played hard. Lenny Dykstra,
yeah.
the little second
They were
baseman,
good.
Backman, Wally Backman, Howard John.
Charlie, what do you
They
say?
had a lot of character, the Mets. AI is not going to see the character
did.
of that
They had a
chemistry.
lot
of
of
that
character.
team. They were
Yeah, they had a lot of character. They did.
All right,
Yeah.
week number 6, the 1939 Yankees versus, this would be a great game. The Yankees of 1939 against the 1942 St. Louis Cardinals. Stan Musial, Al Simmons, Lou Gehrig, Wade Hoyt, I think, was he still on that team? No, he wasn't. He was gone.
Did those teams? We can look it up. Did those teams ever meet in the series in that era at all?
I don't know.
I don't know if they
don't
did.
know.
I have to look
Not
that
sure.
up.
Week number 7. Red Sox are going to be one and done. The 1961 New York Yankees against the 2004 Boston Red Sox. One and done.
I mean, Mantle, Maris.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, kind of like Charlie, that 04 Red Sox team was similar to the 86 Mets. They played hard, they scrapped, and they had those. Listen, Schilling and Pedro in that lineup. And Lowe ended up being a really good pitcher. By the way, in the
Low had a
playoffs.
good series.
He did.
Yeah.
But
He
I mean,
did.
you're getting. If
starter.
you're throwing Pedro at them,
That's a good point.
I don't know.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Whitey Ford, would Whitey Ford 61?
Yeah.
Whitey was 61.
Yeah, Whitey was 61. All right, week
Pedro
8.
versus Whitey Ford. That would be a nice.
Week 8, and then I'm not going to go through the rest. We'll just week 8. It's going to be the 1984 Detroit Tigers versus the 1919 Chicago Black Sox.
Okay.
I think the Tigers take that one.
Can I just say, I love that the Tigers are on this list because
Yeah.
that's an overlooked team, Rico.
Oh, yeah, they have always been.
They started
68. Remember the 68?
68 Tigers, right?
They win. They beat.
But the 84 Tigers started 35 and
God,
5.
Yeah.
Wow. All right, so
I'd have to go with the 1919 Black. I got to ask Al Rothstein. I think the Black Sox would have found
What's
a
the-
way to win that game somehow. or
exactly.
What's the money line on that game?
I don't know what the line is. All right, so that's the first Sweet 16. We're going to do one game every week. Then we're going to go to an Elite 8, Final 4, and then the last week will be the championship
You know,
game.
it's
So
Suckers
what are we doing? Is this we
good
win
question.
prizes or something?
Why are you busting my chops?
So good.
Think about it.
It's a great question.
Trust Rico. He's like, can
What
we
are we
gamble
doing?
on this?
You know what we're doing? I'll tell you what we're doing. We're adding very interesting content.
I know that. I'm not talking. I think it's great. You know that. I'm not busting chops. I'm saying is this a contest?
You want to give a prize?
Yeah. Well.
Okay, here's that. What we're going to do.
Well,
How about
we
a
don't-
copy of the Art of Baseball?
Can people give their opinions
I'm hoping
on
that they-
emails?
Right,
or whatever?
absolutely.
That's what we're trying-
That's
We
what I
want-
want to
Didn't
know.
mention
See,
Rico's
people want to know.
No, yeah, we want our viewers and listeners, and every week when the show airs, we man the computers and we communicate with everybody watching. We really want input because we want you to tell us or tell AI or tell Danny the baseball savant that he's full of crap. So that's what we want.
Do you think
That's
that
it.
the
No, that's
I
great.
kind of like these picks,
That's
by the
great.
way.
do you think the 1919
Good.
Black Sox would like take payments again? Maybe they'll get paid like in crypto
I don't know.
or something like that. Right?
Oh, definitely. You
Why
kidding?
why don't we make a little fun out of this? Why don't we print up all 16 rounds and you guys can make your predictions straight off the bat and we'll I'll take them and we'll revisit
we
them
could
at the
do that.
end.
All right, Mr. Wise Guy.
Well,
Yeah,
it's-
he
just came up- he
I
came up
asked
with a
you the
great
question.
idea.
Where does this lead
I'll
to?
tell you what.
It's
You can't be a part of it because
Jeez.
you're the one that gathers all the
No,
information.
no, no.
We'll
What
do
I'll
it between
do is this.
JM and Rico.
No, we'll pick we're going to pick The three of us will do the picks.
You're not going to know, but you know who wins ahead of time?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Once every week, I find out who the winner is. So, point being is that we will make the picks, and at the end of this wonderful thing,
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
Dinner?
I mean that's great.
the winner
Yep.
gets taken to the restaurant of his choice.
Okay.
By the other two.
No.
Cheapskate.
Wait a
And
minute.
that includes Chrissy.
Wait a second.
What? No.
No, you get to come along.
Oh yeah, I absolutely do. One of you owes me dinner at the end of this, regardless.
I'll even fly in.
You don't understand that's what I was
All right,
fishing
so we'll
for.
make that. We'll work
figure
that
it
out.
out, yeah.
All right, listen, we're already behind schedule. JM is only with us for a segment. JM,
Yep.
take off.
All right.
No, nice seeing Johnny.
All right, buddy. Merry
Thanks for
Christmas.
coming by.
Happy
Merry
New Year. Just
Christmas.
want to come in and
Happy
see
New
you
Year.
guys.
We're going to
Chrissy,
take a quick
Merry
break.
Christmas, Chrissy.
Merry Christmas.
And then we're going to bring in little Johnny Sikora, my grandson, who is a collector, and he's just going to kind of hang with us.
You trade,
Yeah,
you're
we're gonna-
trading for a younger Johnny.
A younger Johnny.
And if he doesn't do good, we're going to give him a beating, right?
Exactly.
All right.
Hang in there. We'll be right back.
That's it.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Curry, a two-time child cancer survivor, recipient, and advocate for Lucy's Love Bus. The mission of Lucy's Love Bus, 501c3 nonprofit, is to provide joy, comfort, and quality of life for the entire family of children with cancer. Since 2006, they have delivered love and comfort to over 3,000 children with cancer and their family members across New England. The dream of Lucy Grogan, an 11-year-old cancer patient, was to help kids with cancer who are suffering right now, before there is a cure, by offering free integrative therapies like art, music, horseback riding, and many other activities. Unfortunately, Lucy passed away, but her dream lives on, and today Lucy's Love Bus is thriving.
I'm Red Sox Hall of Famer Rico Petroselli. I hope that you'll consider supporting Lucy's Love Bus and all of those children who have been stricken by cancer. The Great American Collectibles Show is partnering with Lucy's Love Bus to help these kids. Let's continue Lucy's dream. Please go to lucy'slovebus.org for more information.
Since 1996, Brian Drent and the staff at Denver's Mile High Card Company have led the charge in the collectibles hobby. Mile High is a full-service dealer specializing in buying and selling cards and offers a competitive consignment program for all collectors. Whether it be their computerized want list service, appraisals, or auction services, Mile High has it all. If you've been searching for a company with a selection of high-grade vintage 1888 to 1970 baseball cards and memorabilia that shares your passion, aim high, Mile High. Go to milehighcardco.com or call 303-840-2784 for more information.
Hi, everyone. This is Rico Petroselli. JustCollect.com, a leader in the vintage sports card industry, is giving free appraisals on your vintage cards. They'll evaluate your collection for free and let you know the value of it at no cost and no obligation. If you're ready to sell, JustCollect.com will offer you industry-leading prices to buy your card collection. To begin your free baseball card appraisal, visit JustCollect.com or call them at 732-828-2261. That's JustCollect.com for your free vintage card appraisals and top buy prices for your cards. Check out JustCollect.com today.
Hi, this is Dan from Memory Lane Auctions, here to remind you that the renowned Memory Lane Collectibles Company has served as a beacon of light to the collecting community for the past several decades. Indeed, folks, it has been our utmost privilege and pleasure to provide the most enthusiastic collectors with an abundance of the finest sports cards and memorabilia for America's most coveted sports personalities via our world-class auctions. Whether you choose either a private sale transaction or the auction route, Memory Lane cordially invites you to reach out to us to maximize the value of your prized possessions. Also, it is not just sales that we pride ourselves on being the best of the rest, because if you are seeking a particular keepsake for your esteemed gathering, we will be relentless in our quest to find that special piece to fulfill your collecting dreams. So no time to wait. Reach out to us today for the purposes of capitalizing on our unparalleled marketing capabilities. Simply pick up the phone and dial 877-606-5263. That's 877-606-LANE, or find us on the World Wide Web at www.memorylaneinc.com. Now is the time for your valued consignment to ultimately become another one of Memory Lane's record-setting prices.
This is Brian Drent, president of Mile High Card Company, Is your sports card and memorabilia collection properly insured? For easily replaced personal property, homeowners insurance is all most people need. But for prized possessions that you may have spent a lifetime collecting, it doesn't go nearly far enough. Collectables Insurance Services has been insuring for over 50 years. They offer a full range of protection and a $0 deductible at an affordable rate with no appraisals required. I know because they insure my collection. If you have a minute, go to collectinsure.com and learn more about insuring your personal card or memorabilia collection.
How would you like to own the bat that was used by your favorite player when he hit that towering home run or game-winning base hit? Well, look no further than JT Sports, specializing in the sale and authentication of professional game-used bats. As the official authenticators of professional model game-used bats for PSA DNA, JT Sports will guarantee the authenticity of any bat purchased from them. JT Sports also buys and sells game-worn uniforms, gloves, and baseball equipment. The unique quality of the collectible is what JT Sports is all about. Give them a call at 609-487-8003 or check them out at GameUseBats.com.
Okay, we are back, and Petrocelli is late again.
I'm not late.
Oh, you had to go to the bathroom.
Well, I mean,
Give me that stuff.
You want some?
Good job, Charlie. Nobody noticed.
Want some water?
No, thank you.
You sure?
No, I'm good.
This is my grandson, Charlie. This is my grandson, little Johnny Sikora. Johnny is a collector, a good collector. John, you're learning, right?
Yeah, I am learning.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, when you started collecting, modern and ultra-modern stuff, right? But then after you and I spoke a little bit, what did you learn?
I learned that collecting like vintage cards is more important because it's good because they're more money, and some of the new cards, they can lose their value as the players go on and they get better or worse.
Correct. And you also want to learn the game, love the game, learn the players, right?
Yeah.
Right. Now, Charlie, we don't. As I said, we're going to be all over the place. Let's talk about JRI real quick. What's going on? First of all, Charlie, people have asked me still, can you walk us through how to join JRI Cards as a member?
Okay, you don't have to be a member to participate in JRI, but the membership is a little club we have now, and it gives you a lot of discounts, free grading services on any cards that you pull. Reward points get doubled. And we have 2 giveaways per week now, 2 exclusive giveaways. And we limit it to only 8 to 12 members. If you spend $100, you get automatically entered. And if you win one of these maybe 8 to 9 per month giveaways, it probably pays for the membership at least for a couple of months, if not for the whole year, depending on what you get. Do you have collectors in Johnny's age group, these 10, 11, 12, 13, if they have some disposable cash? We do. A lot of times the parents get mad when the kids buy without their consent. So we do. That's the only time we get a refund. My son just bought things and I didn't improve it. But a lot of fathers and sons and daughters will watch the show. And like if Johnny was there and you guys bought something, we'd mention both your names and ask who your favorite player was.
I'm going to ask you this question. Do you know how a ripping show works?
I think so.
Why don't you, Charlie, explain it to him, because he can, I mean, this is a great show for you to watch. You're on every night now, right?
6 nights a week, yeah.
So you can watch it whenever you want. And if Dad is there or I'm there and you say, what do you think? Then you can buy a spot. Can you explain that to him, Charlie?
Yeah, no, Johnny, first of all, you and any other kids out there that are watching, our website, without even making a purchase, is JRICards.com. And you can, we do all the research for you and giving you the set, how many guys are in there, what year, from the 50s, 60s, maybe your father in the 70s and 80s, all the way up to the modern guys also, where we give a lot of research, who's in that set. You'll learn what cards, whose rookie cards are, because we train new guys in our office. The biggest thing is you got to know George Brett, Robin Yount, 75. You have to know when the rookie cards are. Munson, 1970. 76 is Eckersley. 74 is Winfield. You'll learn all that on our site, who the rookie cards are, who the Hall of Famers, second or third year on our site. So there's a lot of research there. And our packs are old, Johnny, so you can't buy the whole pack like you can today with the modern guys, even though some of those packs run thousands. But you buy one card in the pack.
So you understand what he's saying?
Yeah, I understand it.
You buy one card. and then he opens the whole. So you buy one card. You say, I want to buy one card. Put you down for one card. He may charge you $20, $50, $100, depending. And then he opens the pack on camera, and he says, okay, this first card is. Do you mention the name?
Yeah, well, first we do is we put all the names on the list. There's 20 names, and then we roll the dice and randomize before we open the pack. And let's say you're number 4. You'll see your name number 4. I'll then crack the pack out of the case, and then we go through it. And you know you're the 4 card, so when I turn to number 3, you know you're the next card, and that's the guy you want to hope that you get the star.
Right. So you could win a Mickey Mantle, or you could win a Mickey Mouse. You know what I mean? You don't know, pretty much.
Speaking of Mickey Mouse, we just started opening Sapphire. Disney Topps has the only rights to Disney. Yeah, we went from Mickey Mantle to Mickey. That's the holidays, and from Mickey Mouse to Woody to Goofy, Snow White, Cinderella, all these. We offered it. We've been selling them out. They're very hard to get.
Are they really?
It's a 2024 product. Thousands of dollars for 8 packs or so.
Well, I
Mickey
want
Mouse.
to ask Johnny, and as a young kid, great kid, what cards do you like the most? Now, Grandpa's talking about vintage.
Here we go.
Grandpa's talking about vintage.
Here we
right?
go, John.
You want to buy a Mickey Mantle 52 vintage card for like $1 million or $2 million?
No.
Grandpa come up with the money. You like modern players, right? Today.
Yeah, I do.
Tell me some of the.
Yeah, but
players.
hold on.
No.
All right.
Don't interfere.
You like just okay.
Grandpa.
These are some of your cards.
Right.
Okay.
All right. What do you got here?
So I have this Gronk.
You can hold it up.
Yeah. Right.
I have this Gronk rookie card. It's a signed jersey card, and it has the authentication on the back.
So
Nice.
It's authenticated. So it's a signed Gronk card. Charlie, if so, I mean, this is for a kid. Pretty. Where's this camera? Oh, there we go. It's a signed Gronk card. It's authenticated. It's not authenticated, but it's certified. And question is, if he were to get this graded, a good investment for. He's a Gronk fan, but a good investment also.
Gronkowski?
Yeah, signed.
Yeah, he was actually joking how Kelsey's cards are worth more than his.
I saw that.
Kelsey's because Taylor Swift's his girlfriend, but
Yeah.
the Gronk's a very good, widely known character. I take a little extra element with cards is the popularity of the players. The Gronk's always around.
So a signed Gronk card, a signed Gronk card for a fan is a good purchase.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he
Yeah.
can hold
Great
on
card.
to it. He's
Exactly.
a youngster. Yeah.
What else you got, Johnny?
So this card's okay. It's a Michael Jordan, like, kind of.
What is it? A Topps, a Fleer?
It's a top.
Yeah, this card's not authenticated.
It's an upper deck.
Oh, this is an upper deck. Probably not worth a lot, but at least it's a Michael Jordan card that he's interested in.
We say on JRI, there's never enough Michael Jordan for the collection. He doesn't really sign anymore. He's not in any modern sets. He kind of plays golf every day.
Yeah.
He's not part of that old school guy coming back. He just doesn't do it. And for some reason, all Michael Jordans people are fascinated by.
What else you got, Johnny?
I am.
I have this Rico Petroselli card, signed.
A Rico Petroselli signed card, and is it graded?
No.
It's not graded, but I would say this would probably grade out at about, I would say an 8. It's a really, really beautiful card.
72, that is?
Rico, what year is that?
Let's see.
He
I can
has
see
no
the
idea.
design.
Yeah.
72?
Is it
72, right. That's my favorite card.
Is it really?
Yeah.
So for a collector that's kind of moving towards vintage and learning about vintage, is a Petroselli card a good, decent purchase?
If I say there is, the price is going to go up. I think everybody should have a Rico card in their collection.
No, I mean,
I agree.
Whether it's guys that will be in the Hall of Fame, either modern or say even in the 50s. The question, his age and kids his age, and we saw it at the National.
Right.
He's going to buy cards, and he's going to hold on to them for the most part, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, and who knows? Someday might pay for college.
Yep.
If that's what he wants to do, but the kids his age also like the more modern and the popular players.
What else you got there, Johnny?
Yeah.
So I'm a Yankees fan. I have this.
Oh, my God. Oh, wait. What do you
no,
mean you're a
jeez.
Yankee
See?
fan?
Don't look at my hat.
Charlie,
Don't look at my hat.
that's because Grandpa never took him to Fenway Park.
I took him.
you go.
I almost took him.
Yeah,
Almost.
you would.
Almost.
He's a Yankee fan.
I have this
God.
Aaron Judge. The top prospect 9.
Good card. Good card for a kid.
Very good. Yankee captain, clean personality. If you do with modern guys, you want modern guys that are clean. Judge always says the right thing.
You know something?
He's a captain of the Yankees. There weren't that many captains of the Yankees.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a good card. This is a good card for you. What else you got?
I have this Kobe Bryant 9.
What is it?
It's a
It's a Kobe Bryant Crown
What year?
Royale National. I don't know anything about this card.
What year?
2010.
2010. Anything Kobe's still good. Obviously, 96 is his rookie card. You can't afford a 10 for Kobe. It's a couple $100,000 in
Right.
chrome. But Kobe's just a good, great player. Again, another guy that perished too early. And you probably saw me. I don't know if you're how old. Did you ever see him play?
Did you ever see Kobe play? No.
No. See, so you don't have to see the kids like modern guys because they could see them and root them on, but. You don't have to. I never saw Babe Ruth play, but I loved the card. I love the character.
This card here, for me, this is a good indicator of kind of moving towards vintage. I don't know if it's a very valuable card, but what is it, Johnny?
It is a Randy Moss 10, 1998 Bowman.
That's his rookie year. 98, Peyton Manning and Randy Moss.
PSA 10.
Nice
10.
card.
It's a nice card.
Very nice. One of the top 10 receivers out there, maybe even top 5 outside of Jerry Rice.
Yeah,
Now, that's
He's got liver disease now.
I know. I
Right
saw that.
Yeah.
I saw
Yeah,
that.
so
Poor
that's
guy.
just sad.
Yeah, he's not doing well.
here.
Now,
Peyton.
so with his card collection, okay, I've kind of I want him to be able to also though understand who Carl Hubble is, who Lou Gehrig is, who Ty Cobb is. I think that's important for him to learn. And let's be honest, Johnny, you don't know a lot about vintage ball players, right? I mean, you've heard of Ty Cobb, I know. You've heard of Babe Ruth.
Who's Ty Cobb?
Okay.
Never heard of him.
Okay. So that's an indicator of now we want to get him. Again, for him, vintage is the 1990s, but I want to get him, and I think it's important to get him into some of the pre-war stuff maybe.
How you do that is watch a documentary. Yogi Berra had a documentary. I watched it. I learned a lot about Yogi Berra. And after the end of the documentary, you want his card. Watch Facing Nolan Ryan's history. You're going to go, oh my God, this guy was great.
That is great.
Rose, everything these guys do.
Documentaries are great. Really.
Documentaries turned that Jordan started it with his documentary. His card exploded in value.
Who's your favorite player? Right? Who's your favorite basketball player right now?
Right now,
Give me a top 2.
I like Peyton Pritchard.
And who else?
Probably
Pick one.
Giannis.
Giannis?
Yeah.
Okay, 2 good choices.
Is he a Celtic fan?
Yeah, he is.
All right.
He is a Celtics fan. He's gone to a lot of Celtics
That's
games.
great.
Okay, who's your 2 favorite football players?
Of all time or just now?
All time.
All time, I like Deion Sanders. And
See, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
I like Joe Burrow.
Okay, that's good.
All right,
Vintage
so he's
and modern.
I'm a Bengals fan, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Deion Sanders.
You sure he's your grandkid? You're
He is.
related to him? Just kidding, buddy. With Tom Brady, you don't like
No,
Tom Brady?
He's not a. You never were a Tom Brady fan, right?
Jiminy.
Oh, I mean, you liked him, but you didn't love him,
Yeah,
right?
it's okay.
He's okay.
Wow. Okay.
You respect him. You don't have to love him or hate him, but you respect what he done.
I think Patrick Mahomes is better. Just gonna
He
say
is.
it.
Patrick Mahomes. Yeah.
Well, he
He's
could wind
better.
up better. We don't know yet, but yeah, it's a.
Tom, are you writing these cards down? Because Christmas is coming up. Are you writing down these?
Trust me, he makes out like a bandit. Trust me, he does.
I think it's great. I think it's great that he's on, Tom, seriously, because anybody watching or listening, a parent, let's say, geez, that's a good idea.
Well, that's why I
Bring
thought...
the kids,
All right, John, I'm going to put these over here.
That's a great point. Rico just made a very good point. These card collecting shows are all us old men yipping and yapping, but we should hear from the kids more.
Well, that's what we talked about. Rico and I and JM talked about it, about 2025. And I said this last week, and I cannot mention any names, but there's an influencer, a major influencer who kind of everybody knows. That's a real modern and ultra modern guy who doesn't know a lot about the vintage market. And me, being the co-host of this show, I'm not an expert in the modern and ultra modern market, but I think I know my vintage market. Yeah. So he and I are going to be working together, and he is going to be educating me on the real ultra modern and modern market, and I'm going to be doing the same for him in the vintage market. And I think we're going to we're going to kind of appear in each other's shows every once in a while.
That's great.
Yeah. So just to kind of, so everybody can kind of learn what this is all about.
The kids collecting are the future of this business. It always has been for over 100 years. And what the kids like and what they see is very important. I'm sure all Topps Panini fanatics, they do their research. But Johnny, you got to go a little bit of everything. Dabble with the modern guys because you watch them play every day. And it's hard not to root for them. But go back to the old school guys too and appreciate why they're in the Hall of Fame and what they did for the sport.
Charlie, what are the shot packs?
Shot packs are different than the PSA graded. They're from a factory sealed box, and there's about anywhere from 12 to 24 in one box, but we sell them one pack at a time. A lot of people don't want to wait a couple days, a week for a box to sell out. So we have over 140 shot packs, football, baseball, basketball, hockey, and now we're doing Disney Chrome, Marvel. I don't know if you like Spider-Man, but...
Okay, so these cards are not graded. So my question is, if it's a shot pack... I win a card that's a really cool card. It's got some value to it. Could I say, Charlie, can you get this graded for me and I pay you?
Yes, you open up a 2000 football pack and we pull a pack fresh.
Yeah.
Tom Brady card, we'll grade it on the house for you. PSA, SGC. I know Beckett just got bought, so we'll see what happens there. We send it out. We grade it. If it's a really nice card, we'll express grade it. And we'll come back. We'll show it on our grade parade, which we call on JRI. About 10 or 12 cards. Every couple of days, cards come in because we pull these great cards. We argue the grade, which everybody does. Even if it's a 9 or a 10, we always argue the grade. And then we ship the card out to you, and it's your card. The best thing about JRI, with the hidden secret, you watch yourself, we open the pack for you, and you have that video clip of that card of being the original owner out of that pack, and we grade it for you, and it's yours, whether you want to flip it. And we always, like Rico said, keep it. It's a good investment, these cards. They've gone up over the years in value, and every year we argue how much more can they go up. Just go watch footage from 10 years ago, 20 years ago. They just keep going higher and higher. It's great.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. Charlie Parrino from JRI Cards is in here. All-American football, basketball player Johnny Sikora is in studio with us. Former First City All-Team Rico Petroselli. And Austin Prep third-string wide receiver.
Third string?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to take
He took the water out to the guys. That's what he means.
We're going to take a quick break. Hang in there. We'll be right back.
Nice job.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Curry, a two-time child cancer survivor, recipient, and advocate for Lucy's Love Bus. The mission of Lucy's Love Bus, 501c3 nonprofit, is to provide joy, comfort, and quality of life for the entire family of children with cancer. Since 2006, they have delivered love and comfort to over 3,000 children with cancer and their family members across New England. The dream of Lucy Grogan, an 11-year-old cancer patient, was to help kids with cancer who are suffering right now, before there is a cure, by offering free, integrative therapies like art, music, horseback riding, and many other activities. Unfortunately, Lucy passed away, but her dream lives on, and today Lucy's Love Bus is thriving.
I'm Red Sox Hall of Famer Rico Petroselli. I hope that you'll consider supporting Lucy's Love Bus and all of those children who have been stricken by cancer. The Great American Collectibles Show is partnering with Lucy's Love Bus to help these kids. Let's continue Lucy's dream. Please go to lucyslovebus.org for more information.
Pristine Auction is a family-owned and operated online auction specializing in autographed memorabilia, sports cards, coins, art, and collectibles. Since their founding in 2010, they've grown to 2 facilities in Phoenix, Arizona, totaling over 60,000 square feet. Jared Cavalier and an incredible staff of over 150 team members serve a very large customer base and enjoy every minute of it. By working with leading authentication companies, Pristine ensures all items are 100% authentic. In addition, third-party authenticators regularly travel to Pristine Auction to provide authentication services on site. Pristine Auction strives to operate its business in a way that's honoring to God, their families, and their customers. With a strong focus on speed, quality, and premier customer service, their mission is to be the leading online auction for every level of collector and fan. Pristine also works for Hope Sports and Identity Hoops International, traveling to Mexico to build houses for the less fortunate. Pristine Auction offers several online auction formats with thousands of auctions ending each day. For more information, go to pristineauction.com. That's Pristine Auction, the best in the business.
If you're a discerning collector interested in owning the most important pieces in the hobby, look no further than Leland's Auctions. The original sports auction and appraisal house, Leland's was established in 1985 by legendary Pioneer founder Joshua Leland Evans. And today, President Mike Hefner carries on their tradition. From the Tom Brady card and memorabilia collection to the famed Boston Garden auction to high-end card auctions from every major sport, Leland's has always maintained the highest standards. Go to Lelands.com and get your bid in. That's Leland's, the hobby's leading sports auction house for 4 decades.
It's often been said that championships are won on the practice field, and world records come only to those willing to work harder than everybody else. Heritage Auctions is the world's largest collectibles auctioneer because we believe that becoming the best is only an invitation to the challenge of remaining the best. This requires the skills of the hobby's top experts, capable of identifying and maximizing value for our consigners. It requires the most visited website in the industry, courting a global audience of collectors over 1.5 million strong. It requires a dedicated press department that expands our global reach far beyond the entrenched hobby marketplace. It's hard work, but a simple premise. Present the finest collectibles to the largest population of potential buyers, and world records will come. We invite all listeners to put the unmatched power of Heritage Auctions to work for you. Auction evaluations are always free, and our commission-based fee structure ensures that our interests are always aligned. The highest possible price for your collectibles. There will always be new world records to chase, so let's chase them together. Visit our website at ha.com and request your no-obligation review today.
Hi, this is Dan from Memory Lane Auctions, here to remind you that the renowned Memory Lane Collectibles Company has served as a beacon of light to the collecting community for the past several decades. Indeed, folks, it has been our utmost privilege and pleasure to provide the most enthusiastic collectors with an abundance of the finest sports cards and memorabilia for America's most coveted sports personalities via our world-class auctions. Whether you choose either a private sale transaction or the auction route, Memory Lane cordially invites you to reach out to us to maximize the value of your prized possessions. Also, it is not just sales that we pride ourselves on being the best of the rest, because if you are seeking a particular keepsake for your esteemed gathering, we will be relentless in our quest to find that special piece to fulfill your collecting dreams. So no time to wait. Reach out to us today for the purposes of capitalizing on our unparalleled marketing capabilities. Simply pick up the phone and dial 877-606-5263. That's 877-606-LANE, or find us on the World Wide Web at www.memorylaneinc.com. Now is the time for your valued consignment to ultimately become another one of Memory Lane's record-setting prices.
Hey, I'm Mike Petroselli. If your company is looking for the best in marketing and promotional items, you'll hit a home run with Petroselli Marketing. With over 8,000 suppliers and 650,000 imprint-ready items, we can get your company the visibility it needs to get your maximum exposure. Whether it be office promotions, wearables, automotive, sports items, and everything in between, Petroselli Marketing can do it all. Our design staff will even work with you from concept to delivery and customize your products. At Petroselli Marketing Group, we will get your brand in front of your audience. Contact us at info@petrosellimkt.com or call us at 603-880-3202. That's Petroselli Marketing, where no dream is impossible.
Yeah, go to Petroselli Marketing, MKT, Petroselli MKT. Go to the website. You got tons of products there. You can put your logo on there. It's great. He's a good kid.
And by the way, the Great American Collectibles Show has finally secured a deal with Petroselli Marketing. Over the course of 2025, we will be having some free giveaways. Right, Rick?
That's right.
Hats.
Yeah, we're gonna. Well,
pens,
we'll talk about it. There's a lot of stuff. And,
pens.
Yeah, and
more pens.
No. Just we can. There's other
Pens
things.
that write.
There's other nice things that people would like. Anyway, yeah, go there. You could check out everything, and if you'd like to buy something, then just
if you're a corporate, if you're any kind of a corporate entity, for giveaways or whatever, they have everything.
Oh,
shirts,
I'll tell you.
beautiful coats. As a matter of fact, this coat. This coat came from this came from Petroselli Marketing. Beautiful coat that was given to me as a gift back in 1946 from Rico Petroselli.
No, he only wears it when I'm on the show, in the winter time.
All right.
It was free.
All right, it is time right now for our segment On Deck with Rico, brought to you by our good friend Brian Dwyer and the great staff at REA Auctions. Don't forget to get your bid in by going to robertedwardauctions.com. That's Robert Edward Auctions for extraordinary results and extraordinary service.
Now on deck with Rico Paracelli. Hi, my name is Chloe. Time for On Deck with Rico Paracelli.
The youngest kid got the name right.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. This week's question was submitted.
Go ahead.
This week's question was submitted by Dan Mahoney.
Yep.
And this is a good question, Rico.
Yeah, I
Rico,
know. Thanks.
what was your most forgettable game of your career?
Well, Ollie.
Forgettable game, Charlie.
Here's the game. I'm not going to take. I'll try to do it fast. We're in Cleveland, opening day, April. Right off the water, the lake, the stadium, the old stadium was. It was so cold, as windy as anything. It must have been in the 20s, right? You go out there, your glove is stiff as anything. Bases loaded. Cleveland has bases loaded. 1 out. I think we're ahead by a couple of runs. Here goes the pop-up, right? 1 out, pop-up. I go out. I am under it.
Are you at short or third?
Shortstop. The umpire says, out. No, you're automatically out.
Oh, right.
And so the ball comes down. Now, my glove was frozen. Hits in the middle of the glove and pops out and goes. Now, here's shortstop. The ball goes all the way to the
center fielder?
No, to the bullpens were on the side.
Okay.
To the bullpen. And Yaz picks it up, throws it in. 2 runs scored. We lost the game. And my rookie year, Billy Herman was the manager. Billy was like, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. One of those things.
Did you tell him,
My glove was frozen. It was so bad. Hey,
Did you get any hits?
And that's it. Yeah, I got a couple of hits that day.
But you still lost.
Remembers.
But you still lost the game for the team.
Yeah, we lost. I lost the game. And
Johnny, you play sports?
Yeah.
I know you play sports. What do you play?
Basketball, baseball, and football.
And football, right? Actually, Johnny's sport, you're going to be a hell of a football player. And I'm going to tell you why. Because number one, he's big. Number two, your dad was a captain. He played college football.
Division III.
Yeah, he played for Norwich University, right? Then you have your Uncle Al, who played for Boston College. There's some good genes there. Then you have your Uncle Tom, your grandfather, who played for Austin Prep.
Third string. He's a third
I
string.
wasn't third
He's a
string. I was a starting wide receiver.
That's...
Please.
Yeah, right.
Do you have a question for Charlie?
Yeah. So, Charlie, what is a low spot?
Low spot means the item's getting ready to be sold out, and when it gets sold out, we'll send you an email, and we're getting ready to open it up. A lot of people, again, people are rushing around. They want to see something open while they're watching us. They go to low spot, so if there was 10 and there's only 2 left, they see that, they'll buy the last 2, and they wait the least because the lowest spots will close it out and we'll open it.
Charlie, you had a big one. It was a 54 pack, right?
54 tops, yes. Oh boy, great pack.
Yeah.
We opened it. Didn't get any. We didn't get any of those big rookies. It's part of the game, you know. I was very nervous. I've opened up thousands of these packs, but when that 54 was in front of me, I started to get a little nervous.
Really?
It was a weird feeling. Like, am I going to open it? Am I going to damage it? Everything starts running through your head. You don't think when you're at the plate, right? You see the ball hit the ball.
Yeah.
But when that pack was in front of me, I started to get nervous. I was 70 years old.
I'll tell you something, Charlie. When we were on stage, we were on the Burka stage probably 7, 8 years ago, Rico and I, and we were with Leighton, and he opened up that 1955 pack, and there was a Mint 9. It wound up Mickey Mantle. Rico refused to touch the card. Do you remember? You wouldn't touch it.
Of course.
He would not touch the card.
Well, Leighton saw it. You know, the guy next to me was opening up, and he saw it. That's a Mantle. And I went, oh, my God.
He wouldn't touch it.
I said, I'm not going to touch
And that card,
I was taking him out.
That card went the first time for 60 grand.
It's a piece of cardboard, and that's what we worry about, too. Like, you can't drop the card. If I held up a Hank Aaron, that card could be worth $1 million in that year as rookie.
Yeah.
I didn't want to drop it. You know, you got to be careful. We tell all our hosts, handle the cards like you're handing plutonium or like an egg. Be very careful because you ding the corner. It's in this pack for 70 years, 50 years, 30 years. Jeez. The last thing we want to do is damage the card after it comes out. We've never done that before.
Good point.
Yeah, wow.
Very important. We are chatting with Charlie Parrino from JRI Cards. Now, John, he's in Florida. Tell him how cold it is right now. It's 10 degrees, 12 degrees.
It's cold.
It's very cold, very cold.
It's 70 here. I'm drinking hot tea.
We are going to be, this is my last show with Chrissy in the studio.
Not forever. He says it's so slow and dragged out.
Well, no, but this is my last show until April.
Yes.
I'll be working remotely. This is Rico's last show in the studio.
Right.
Till April. And JM will be manning the ship here. When we're co-hosting, when I'm co-hosting.
When he turns up.
No, he'll
I'll
start.
be here by myself.
So it's going to be interesting. This is a great place to work out of, you know.
Yeah, one of the things, Charlie, it was really impressive to me was when Tom and I visited your studio and met your family, your sons, and it was incredible.
Great family.
My first impression when I first saw you and mostly heard you. I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever it was. I said...
He hadn't seen you yet.
I hadn't seen you yet. I said, Charlie, sounds like Joe Pesci. Joe Pesci. And then when I saw you, you know, when I finally met you.
There's this young guy.
I says, man alive, this is great. And, you know, you've been in the business a long time. I mean,
Those are great words. We've been growing. We're going to hire another host in January. We go live 6 nights a week, every night at 6.
That's great.
Charlie, you know, Chrissy's been nice enough to kind of work something out with me when I'm in Florida doing remotes. Because Rico and I are going to be doing we're going to be doing one. But point being is that I really would like to broadcast a show from JRI Cards.
Yeah.
Do one show from there. You're 10 minutes from me. Can do it downstairs. Chrissy said it's very easy to do. She kind of showed me what I have to do.
We have a little lounge downstairs.
Yeah, we can do the show. As long as we have internet, we can do it anywhere.
Yeah.
That'd be great because our studio is fantastic. People walk in. Oh my God,
It's beautiful. Absolutely.
Really.
I thought you were I thought you were thinking about finding a new location because you were outgrowing.
We are. We're kind of outgrowing the one we're in now. It's getting to the point where we're at 90% capacity because there's more every year. There's a new product. So our inventory closet needs more room. The storage, guys working. We're doing rip clips. We're doing a lot of editing all day. The show's the easy part. That's the fun part. Like you guys do your show. It's all what Chrissy does in that back end. You have to make sure everything runs smoothly. So, yeah.
Charlie, you're excited about 2025, the new year coming up?
Another fresh batch of rookies.
The industry is going great, I think, and it's a great hobby. And I'd love to see the kids, with the families.
You know something? I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to kidnap you. I haven't talked to your parents yet, but you're coming to Chicago with me. We're going to go to the National. I'm taking you to the National.
That's a great idea.
I'm gonna.
I'll
pay for you.
Idea.
You stay in the hotel room with us, and I'm going to take you to the National. All right?
You heard that on.
No, I'm serious. But make sure your father gives you. I don't want to have to spring for everything. All right? Make sure your father gives you a few bucks, will you please?
If he does, and he gets the Grinch Award, so he's on the air. He said you're going to the National.
I'm taking you.
I'm writing that down
this summer. All right?
Yeah.
When is that, Charlie? When is it? The last weekend in July. And Charlie, we haven't seen you there in a couple of years. You really should make an effort.
Yeah, and also the Fanatics Fest, I heard, is gaining a little bit of steam also. So now you got two great shows to go to a couple times a year.
All right, we're just about out of time.
Yeah.
Charlie, thank you so much. I know you have a hell of a busy day. Thanks so much for coming on.
Yes.
You were the guy that we had to have on for Christmas.
Happy healthy New Year. Happy healthy New Year to you.
Johnny boy,
you guys.
You did a great job.
Charlie. Thanks.
Johnny Sikora, thank you so much for coming on board.
Yes.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Yeah, Grandpa's going to give you a surprise later.
Yeah, we're going to stop at Mickey D's. I'm going to buy him a cheeseburger.
A cheeseburger.
Right, that works.
That's exciting.
All right, to our viewers and listeners, happy holidays, happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas. We hope you enjoyed your Christmas. We love you guys. Charlie, say something.
See you guys in a couple of weeks. JRICards.com, 6 nights a week. You got a couple hours to fill. Watch us, get educated, get entertained, and hopefully you'll watch us pull a packed fresh card of a lifetime, Johnny.
For me personally, again, this is my last show of 2024. We've had a great year, Rico. Great year.
Oh, it's been
next week's show, JM is manning the show alone with Joe Tomasulo from Golden Auctions. And then Rico and I will be back the week after, January 7th or whatever it is, with John Tobby from JT Sports. With that being said, thank you for a great year. Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, and happy collecting.
We'll see you guys here in a little bit.
The views and opinions expressed by the hosts, guests, or callers of this program do not necessarily reflect the opinions of the Studio 21 Podcast Cafe, the United Podcast Network, its partners, or affiliates.